Analyze impacts is compliance software for a specific operational decision. Analyzes regulatory changes to identify affected internal controls and business processes. This video explains what the tool does, why the workflow matters, and how the output becomes useful decision evidence. The problem is that compliance teams often manage this workflow with scattered inputs, inconsistent review rules, and manual interpretation. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Analyze impacts narrows that process into a repeatable model so teams can compare cases without rebuilding the logic each time. Analyze impacts starts with a defined input contract. Typical inputs include regulatory scope, financial materiality, process criticality, implementation complexity, and existing control coverage. Keeping these fields explicit reduces ambiguity and makes every run easier to audit. The workflow then calculate the overall impact severity score by combining financial materiality and process criticality, then applying a multiplier based on the regulatory scope, determine the percentage of control deficiency by calculating the inverse of existing coverage adjusted for the scope of the regulatory change. Estimate the total effort required for remediation in FTE months by considering the number of affected business units, implementation complexity, and the impact severity score. Classify the remediation priority as critical, high, or medium based on a matrix of impact severity and control gap percentages. And calculate a financial risk score by multiplying the potential financial exposure by the impact severity, normalized to a 0-100 scale. This keeps the process deterministic, reviewable, and aligned with how compliance teams actually make decisions. Analyze impacts returns structured outputs such as priority level, impact severity, estimated effort, remediation timeline, and control gap. These outputs are designed to support review, reporting, comparison, and follow-up actions. The value of Analyze impacts is not just automation. It is a controlled way to turn repeated compliance work into a documented business process with clear inputs, transparent logic, and reusable outputs.